and 93.9 The Ville. We'll broadcast live from the Galt House all the way up until tip-off. Then immediately after the game, join me for the Coors Light post-game show on all ESPN Louisville programming. We're the first place in town that will be able to take your calls, hear live from Chris Mack, player sound, and more. If it's Louisville basketball, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville.
Walk through history, char a barrel, and drink a cocktail. At Old Forester, we are far from your average tour. Experience the history of the only bourbon sold continuously for 150 years before, during, and after Prohibition. Old Forester Distilling Company offers tours and tastings Tuesday through Saturday at its home on Whiskey Row, 119 West Main Street. Follow the path of America's first bottled bourbon from grain to glass and see barrels handmade and fired in the on-site cooperage. Visit George's Bar at Old Forester Distilling Company, offering craft cocktails and flights from America's first bottled bourbon Tuesday through Saturday. Experience the history and production of bourbon in an immersive experience that's unlike any other at Old Forester Distilling Company, located on Whiskey Row at 119 West Main Street. Follow the path of the first bottled bourbon from grain to distillation to barreling, aging, and bottling. Following your tour, stop in George's Bar for a cocktail or flight of America's first bottled bourbon. Book your tour online today at oldforester.com. That's oldforester.com.
Most people probably hope they'll never need an attorney for something bad that's happened to them, but when you need one, the difference between a good one and a bad one can mean a lot of money. Sam Aguiar has helped our listeners, our company, and even our employees individually with cases. Why? He's responsive, asks the right questions, and is easy to talk to. But make no mistake, Sam Aguiar and his team are aggressive at making people pay what they owe you. So if you've been hurt in a car, at work, or anywhere in between, call their easy-to-remember number, 502-888-8888, or AguiarInjuryLawyers.com.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Divorce is a challenging time for anybody, but if you're a member of our country's military, those challenges can impair your ability to perform your duty. At Cordell & Cordell, we understand the unique problems that military families face during divorce. And these issues range from parenting to pensions, and they require an understanding of military life and law. We've been working to protect guys in the military for over 25 years, so we know that nothing has the potential to distract you from your mission like a family crisis. And that's where Cordell & Cordell can serve you. Let us protect you on the home front while you protect us on other fronts. Thank you for your service.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Louisville area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 502-785-0000. Online at CordellCordell.com. 10200 Forest Green Boulevard, Suite 407, Louisville, Kentucky, 40223.
This is Marcus Maven, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's look at this steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Maven. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maven off the steal. Oh, my goodness.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. You about midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven. Break it down like this. Woo!
Broadcasting live. OPC Pest Services Studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number.
We're good to go.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 38 31 93.9 is the text line. The YouTube channel is made for the Ville.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Maxey with 4. Throws it into Maxey with 5 seconds. Maxey with 4. 3 seconds. Elevates on a 3. It's an air ball. And the Aces have gone the road to Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky and stunned the #1 Wildcats 67-64. They shocked college basketball on this Tuesday night. What a win for Coach McCarty in his return to Kentucky. Yes!
Hey, we can do that today. Sorry, my bad.
Whoa!
Play it, bro. I don't care.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa, nothing.
I don't know how that happened. Whoa!
Sorry, I was trying to do some hustling there.
No, you're perfect. No, that's perfect because I'm glad people got to hear it. Look,
the unedited.
Because
we're sorry, people, if you had children listening.
because
That was my fault.
you were trying to shoot it, and then you missed, and then he went down and he missed. And look, the big man from Evansville went up, he missed, he got his rebound, and he went back up and scored again. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh!
I mean, how about
I can't.
it's a minute left? It's a minute 8 left. You need a bucket, right?
Oh,
And who do you go to for the turnaround jump hook?
you go to Nick Richards
all day long.
because, like I told you all last week, I was like, what Kentucky was saying. If Nick Richards can average a double-double and dominate the way he did against EKU, they're not going to lose a game.
Then surely with 1 minute and 8 seconds left and you're down 3,
Yeah.
go to Nick Richards.
And what did he do?
Nick Richards.
He missed.
But I'm not messing with the
you
kids. It's not the
have
kids' fault.
A superstar.
That wasn't the kids' fault, Steve.
No.
You call that play.
No, yes. You have super. You know, if only there was a radio show that said all summer, was like, yeah, no, I don't know, man. The freshmen just don't really. I don't know. Now, what scares me more about this Kentucky team is that maybe they come back and, you know, next year they may actually have a really good squad, but this team is not really that good. They don't really seem like the pieces are there, and it's just something's not right with that. And then, Steve, well, you know, you just hate because Kentucky's going to be #1 in the country and undefeated. And I'm like, okay, but I mean, they're going to, you know.
Evansville.
I got it this time.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Brian? So good. So good. So good.
Scream it in your cars. Scream it in your workplaces.
Oh, that's horrible. Did you see that? Did you see? Listen, I'm not even that guy, but I'm telling you, I know he looked at those kids and said, y'all do realize that we're going to lose to this team, right? Like at some point late in the game, he was like, y'all better get, and listen, I'm usually not the one that says you get to throw these kids under the bus, but I bet Calipari said they're going to beat you.
I know.
You look like crap. And here's the thing. If you let this team beat you, watch out. Because if they crack your shell tonight, gentlemen, it's going to be a rough going. If
Listen.
y'all lose me this number 1 ranking in the first game of my number 1 ranking, I am never going to forgive y'all.
Listen. It's even better for me. Let me give you a little snip of a story. Do you know who was around me?
No.
When that was happening?
No.
I was around members of KSR.
No. You were with them?
I ran him out of the building.
No way. So you actually got to see the faces?
It was perfect.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's the greatest night. It's the greatest night.
No.
Maxey with 4. Throws it into Maxey with 5 seconds. Maxey with 4. 3 seconds. Elevates on a 3. It's an air ball. And the Aces have gone the road to Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky and stunned the number 1 Wildcats 67-64. They shocked college basketball on this Tuesday night. What a win for Coach McCarty in his return to Kentucky. Yeah.
I knew I always liked something about that Walter McCarty.
Walter McCarty. Bless his heart, man.
Right?
Good
like,
for him.
We're all good. Good old
for
Walt.
him.
You got a home here.
Man. That's bad.
Number 1. And listen. Shout out Evansville Aces. Bravo.
Oh.
Bravo, Evansville Aces. You went into Rupp Arena and handled your business. You sure did. You sure did.
Did you know Evansville is the 3rd largest city in the state of Indiana? It's behind Indianapolis and Fort Wayne.
It's very interesting, Steve.
I'm just throwing it out there. Just little things. Just trying to educate the people. We'll get a few more of those.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
I've told this story before, and I don't care to tell it again. You know what my connection to Evansville is? I went to Chicago for a basketball camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, when you go to those camps, you know, we split room costs with, you know, whoever is down with splitting room costs, you know, while we're up here in Chicago, because it's very expensive in hotel rooms. Do you know the roommate who I split the room with? I cannot think of his name right off the bat, but you'll be able to Google him, people.
Yeah.
Google Evansville. Help me out, Texas. Google Evansville basketball player that saved passengers. Do you know, Steve, that the terrorist shoe bomber was stopped by an Evansville basketball player?
I did not.
The guy says, yeah, you heard about that shoe bomb? You know, that shoe bomber guy?
Yeah.
He was like, I did that. I said, shut up. He said, no, straight up. I said, okay, walk me through the story. He says, I'm sleeping on the plane, and somebody yells out, this guy's trying to blow up the plane. He said he comes out of his slumber, he runs to the back of the plane, and like Kentucky, and like Evansville did Kentucky last night, he put him right to sleep.
Did you? Okay.
That's a real story.
No, I believe it. How about this? Phil Baker just let me know the play-by-play for Evansville, Jevin Redmond, was Nick Curran's intern with the Bats last year.
That's a nice stat to throw around out there.
We should have saw this coming all along.
Listen, we should have saw the signs.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to do this, and boy, you better not let me down today.
Oh, yeah.
I got to give this guy his props real quick, people.
Okay.
Joining us right now, I got to say this on this phone line. Lawrence, what possessed you to call the post-game show, the Kentucky post-game show last night, man? What were you thinking?
I was hoping James would be there last night, but he wasn't.
So you were trying to be nice, though, right?
Yeah, I was trying to be nice, but I'm not falling for it again, Marcus. Last night, Kentucky looked bad, but when they play Louisville, if they ain't looking like that, I'm gonna be upset. I'm not falling for it again. How many times did they look bad, and when they play us, all of a sudden some guy goes off, or Kentucky look like they best team in the country. I'm not falling for it again, Marcus.
Lawrence, I appreciate the call, my man. I'm not doing that today, Lawrence. I know what you're saying, and I know you've been hurt, and everybody's been hurt. And sometimes after a nasty breakup, a nasty years of a bad relationship, you just got to jump back in the game.
Yep.
We're back in the game, baby. Softball Dad Dustin, thanks for calling us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Oh, the sports gods are on my mind. Listen, we need to step it back just a touch, right? We're good. I heard on Diener's, did Chris Mack play at Evansville?
You know Chris Mack played for the Evansville Aces.
Oh, my gosh. But look,
Perfect.
karma can sometimes come back and get you. Let's celebrate, but not get stupid, right?
Not today.
No, softball
Not
Dad
today.
Dustin, what are you
Nope,
doing?
nope.
What
Hey,
are you doing?
listen.
Are you trying to run this show out of business?
You can live your life like that, but these jackasses just lost to Evansville.
Could you imagine losing
absolutely
to
not.
Evansville? And let that be a message. If you had any thoughts, if you have a golden ticket in your possession to one of the 15, 16, 17 Louisville home games, if you have one of those precious tickets in your possession and you dare try to decide not to attend a game in the Yum Center,
I know.
I'm going to personally hunt you down.
Yeah.
Because I need to ensure that my fan base does not, if their stadium's packed, they will them to a victory.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You know
I
what
would
I'm
agree
saying?
with that.
You've been in arenas that.
Wait a minute. You're saying their stadium wasn't packed? But I thought people around here, and especially even in this building, I thought we just laughed at Louisville. I thought Louisville's attendance was the only one that had it. So you're telling me Kentucky wasn't 24,000 strong?
I know
16 teeth?
Listen, I know that come late in the game, they're in defensive stance, and he's trying, I think it's Maxey, he's trying to pump the crowd up, and you can physically see them saying, jackass, if you don't go play some defense, don't tell me to get out of my seat. We're down by 3 against Evansville. Stop trying to pump up the crowd. Nobody's standing up for you right now. You go win this game, and we'll cheer all night long.
Sure.
But if you lose to this Evansville, they had a 4% chance to win. They didn't even have a
So you're saying there's a
5% chance to win this game. Oh, my goodness. Softball Dad Dustin, no. Lawrence, no. No karma and no somebody's going to get. No. I was listening. See, Justin, I bet you were listening to Drew, because Drew has to be the level-headed, and let's find some perspective outside of what just happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I watched it, and I'm telling you, Evansville was the better team.
They were last night. Yeah.
They were the better team last night, for
Yeah.
sure. Louisville J, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, what's going on? This has got to be the greatest day of my life. Hey, Steve, I'm with you, Steve. That softball guy don't need to call up the radio station, because when Kentucky, when they fans call up their radio station, they hyped about everything. This is the greatest day of me and Steve's life. I don't know about you, Marcus, but this is the greatest day of me and Steve's life. I can't stand it. I got a lot of Kentucky friends, and Kentucky fans, and they run Louisville down every chance they can get. I could have my Louisville stuff on. Oh, they garbage. Oh, we gonna beat y'all this year. Man, this is the greatest day of my life. I tore them up yesterday. Look Look, you hear crickets. When they lose, do you hear crickets? They don't run their mouth no more. The one way to shut a Kentucky fan up is them to lose to a freaking Evansville team that me and Steve and you Marcus and Brian Hall and what's the guy in the morning? Drew Dean. Almost can beat Evansville by 10 at least. I'm just trying to tell you. So Kentucky sucks. We're going to blow them out down there. We got to play. But I'm going to tell you, we said something about Kentucky a couple of weeks ago. Samuel Williamson said, I'm licking my chops. That's the game I got circled to beat them down there, them and Duke. That's the game that they got circled to win this year. And I guarantee you, Steve, you can bet on your life on it. We will beat them down at Rupp Arena going away. I'm gone. The greatest day of my life. Yeah!
Jay, I appreciate the call. Listen. There was Steve.
Oh, I love it.
I went and insert joke wherever you want to.
Okay.
There was a moment one time in my life, that I was on a 12-20 college Division I team.
Uh-huh.
And I too, I know this feeling, people, to sit in Rupp Arena and look at all the faces in Rupp Arena and look and glance over the entire crowd and listen, and way up in that top corner on the far side of the arena, right? Listen, there's this little pocket of fans way, way, way up there, and they're in the red, and you really can't even tell but you can hear them up there.
Yeah.
And then you just point up there, and then you just look at the people filing out, but they're in social disbelief that they really don't want to leave their seats, right?
Yes.
And they're just waiting. Listen, you know that look where you're waiting for the score to change, but the problem is it already says final?
Yeah, and you're like, wait a minute. That can't be.
Louisville did not just beat us in Rupp Arena, and no, that jackass isn't hushing up the crowd.
No.
Oh, my goodness. It's hard for people to understand that feeling.
I know.
Anybody that's won in Rupp Arena, it doesn't happen.
Come on, man. Come on. One of you jackasses listening, call in and give me a hookers. Come on, at least give me one. I know y'all are listening.
Just one good one.
Hey, you got hookers and whores.
and they live in Evansville.
And Evansville.
Oh, my goodness. Who's next up? Robbie, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Oh, man, guys. Was that not awesome? Oh, it was great. My favorite Louisville moment still has to be when Edgar Sosa dropped that three on those idiots way back when I was in middle school and everything. Man, I was at that game with my mom, and that was wonderful. But seeing Evansville do that to them, oh, I loved it. Please tell me you heard Chris from Richmond. Please, on Kentucky Sports Radio, guys. Oh, I was
didn't.
in tears. I was in tears. Oh, he mixed up Cal and Eddie Grant so many times. They no adjustment to halftime. He was ripping them to smithereens, guys. It was awesome.
This is great.
Oh, I love you guys. Keep it rolling.
I appreciate that call.
Where does this rank? Like, because for me,
are you ranking this one?
For me, last night was right behind. For me, last night was probably third or fourth. Like right there on just. I mean, it's definitely for embarrassing fact, because look, at the end of the day, they're not worse than Evansville. Like Kentucky's not gonna go on and only win 10 games and go to the NIT. Like they'll probably win 17-18 and be a 10 seed. And so okay, whatever. So the euphoria of them getting beat in the tournament isn't there. But this is one of those.
Oh, man.
Like, the tournament losses are relief.
Yeah.
For a rival fan.
Fair enough.
You're more just like, oh, thank God. And then you laugh. This is just full out embarrassment. I mean, just full embarrassment.
Ooh. If y'all don't get your rear ends in that stadium tonight against Indiana State, I am going to track you down. And boy.
Oh, no, I'm talking to my team. Look, fans, y'all do whatever you want. I'm talking to my team right now. Y'all go out there and lose to the silly butt Indiana State team.
I don't care how underrated they are.
I'll cheer against y'all the rest of the year. I'll cheer against Louisville the rest of the year.
Just this one game.
Yeah.
Nate, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
So I got a buddy at work, big UK fan, and we go at it all the time. When they lose, I go over and give him crap. When we lose, he comes over and gives me crap. And I hate going to work when we lose because I know he's getting ready to come over and give it to me.
Right.
So this morning, I wanted to walk right up to it, okay? And we kind of got an unwritten rule. We just sit there and we take it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's just how we do it. But today, I go in there, and what do? I just kind of stay in his peripheral. Like, I ain't going up to him because I'm making him sweat because he knows it's coming. And I'm going to let him ride it all day. And then this afternoon, I'm finally going to give it to him. But I can see him like, man, he's going to come over here.
Slow burn. I love it.
Yeah. I'm not going. I'm just letting him sweat it. And he's going to rue the day come this afternoon. I'm going to give you. Oh, it's going to be. I don't want to give it too hard. Because might be my luck. I'll give it to him. We'll mess around losing.
That's right.
Yeah. So I may just wait till tomorrow and give it to him. Make him sweat it out for a whole 36 hours.
Listen, I appreciate
Nate,
the call.
that's perfect.
I do like the passive aggressive, slow. Let this. I'm gonna use this the whole day.
Oh, that's why I didn't even get on Twitter last night. I didn't tweet one thing because I'm like, y'all know I watch. Y'all know I know what happened.
Jason, thanks for calling 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, guys? Look, yesterday, maybe the best thing you ever could have done was let Rummage get on the show. Because yesterday he had me. I was crying so hard yesterday because he said UK was playing piss until they played us. Well, I mean, hey, that's part.
And that's actually still true. Yeah,
it's still true. It's just they got pissed on. But here's the thing. How many times are they gonna let Cal get away with using this "they're too young" excuse? He's been using this for the last 10 years. Ain't that void? Shouldn't that be voided? Like, how many times they gonna use it? How many times? And they're young every year. So I mean, I don't understand why he always has to feel like he has to put that out there. Well, we're young. We're this. Y'all young every year. And where this ranks, I don't know, because think about it. UAB beat them in the tournament before. Wisconsin just beat them. Gardner-Webb beat them. Robert Morris beat them. I mean, I can go on and on about where it ranks at. I don't know, but I'm just I put on Facebook last night they got beat by Atherton High School. And all the comeback is, well, how many championships we got? Didn't y'all better just get taken? Or I'm like, man, look, yeah, that's true, but what happened on November the 13th? Let's talk about that. Thanks for taking my call.
Jason, I appreciate the call.
And look, here's the thing. To answer his question, let Max start busting him. That's when it will. I mean, because the facts are there. Look, they're losing in the tournament. Okay? Nobody says nothing there. You get beat by Evansville. You're underachieving early, stuff like that. But what he still has is he still has a trump card. Yeah. And that is, I beat Louisville. Pretty consistent.
I tell you what, we're going to stay on track. B. Hall. Brian Hall. We quick commercial break. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maybe. 8150. 93.9 is the number on 93.9 The Ville.
Hey, Zach. Good to see you, man. Heard there's a new Great Flood Brewery opening. Is that true?
Yeah, we're going to be opening a new restaurant and tap room out in Middletown to kind of expand our operations.
Do you have any idea when that might open?
We're being pretty mum about the whole open date thing. We don't want to set anyone's expectations, but we're going to definitely aim for late fall this year. We don't want to wait too long on it, and we're really excited to open to the public.
My buddies and I visit the tap room often and really enjoy the beer. What do you plan on serving at the new location?
We are still going to focus on beer. That's something we are very proud of. We've made ourselves and we've made our name on it. But this location will actually allow us to kind of serve food and kind of continue to offer more options for everyone so people feel comfortable, no matter what you like and what you're into, to come out and have a good time with us.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Whether it's a new home or refinancing your current investment, consider Century Mortgage, Kentuckiana's top mortgage lender and Kentucky's largest locally owned mortgage banking institution. At Century, you're meeting with people who live here, work here, and like you are invested in this community. Our commitment to personal local business drives us to deliver exceptional service to our clients and community. Low rates and our dedication to closing loans in under 30 days make today a great day to visit CenturyMortgage.com. Century Mortgage Company is your trusted key to home ownership. Century Mortgage Company is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 3925.
With UPS, future you graduates from Metro College with zero debt. How? As a package handler, you'll have a great job while you attend Metro College, and 100% of your tuition will be covered. Future you goes further than you imagine. Find out what you'll become at UPS.
We are ESPN Louisville, your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and best sports talk. Download the ESPN Louisville app today. Delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
As you hear basketballs bouncing, that must mean the weather's getting colder, which means you have to ask yourself if your heating system is ready for the season ahead or headed to the bench. Right now from DFH Company, get a rebate of up to $500 and 18-month same-as-cash financing on a qualifying train system. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility dates, details, and restrictions subject to credit approval. This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Hey, Marcus. I don't know if you know her or not. Denise called in. She said it's her birthday, and she said she don't have tickets to the game tonight to give her a shout-out. She was asking for tickets. She was like, tell anybody who's got extra tickets, I'll take them. It's my birthday.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage. Ooh.
Okay. My voice doesn't even want to let me do a radio show.
You're good.
It's somebody with somebody has a voodoo doll trying to choke me.
Trying to take us out.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's midday with Marcus Maben. Somebody even wants to hear Rocky Top again. Phone line's been holding on through the break. I gotta clean this one out
that
first. Works. Jay from Ford. What's going on, my man?
What's up, homie?
Feeling good.
It's been a couple weeks since I called in, man. I just wanted to have a good take when I hollered at y'all. And what a better day than see Kentucky go down by Evansville. I'm down here on the line building trucks, man. But I go to work at 6 o'clock. We got beer at 6. I woke up this morning at 3 o'clock in the morning just pumped. Like, it was game day. And it is game day, but it felt like the national championship because I had all this crap to talk at work today, but about 3 or 4 of the Kentucky fans didn't even show up today, man. They were sick to their stomach.
Listen,
You don't.
no.
You don't.
Oh, my bad. I'm too hot on the trigger finger with the phone lines.
No, I mean you don't hang up on two people today. At least
At least
two people.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So people, I'm starting to think this is just not a coincidence.
Okay.
That on days we have a certain guest scheduled to just come hang out with us,
right?
And do you all a favor. It's always coming off a good weekend or a good event. Jerry Watts from HexheadArt.com is joining us in the studio. What is going on, my man?
What's up, boys? Yeah, you know, it's funny because Worldwide reached out to me. He's like, hey, what days do you want to go into see Marcus? I said, well, look, Kentucky plays Evansville.
You knew it was coming.
On Tuesday.
Right.
You know, I was like, it's only about 4 or 5 weeks away, but I'm feeling this.
Yeah.
And it'll give us something to talk about.
Right.
And so why don't I come in on Wednesday?
Jamie said, look, you know, they're playing Evansville, and Evansville, you know, they're coming off a tough season. But I feel like
that Walter McCarty is very underrated.
I feel like their bigs are going to dominate down low, and they got that transfer. It's going to be able to shoot it. So let's do it that day.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, it was a lot of ball watching going on last night. A lot of them guys slipping right. You know what I'm talking about? Like it was the effort factor.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you lose a game like that. And if we're talking
real
basketball for a second, I mean, that's the only way a team that talented playing a team that Evansville, like that's the only way you lose a game like that. Yeah.
Is Evansville an adjective or a verb?
Yeah.
Well, you know Calipari's going to use this, right? I mean, because this is all effort. Those kids are running right now.
I would hope.
It's like when you're done with class, you're in the gym.
Class?
Yeah.
You don't get to go to class. Yeah.
Yeah, class is a perk. You think I'm letting y'all go to class today?
Hey, get your homework and figure out when to do it.
Teachers, please email all assignments to academic advisor.
That's fair.
You will not be seeing these basketball players for the foreseeable future.
Fair enough.
Send.
Hey, I'm glad Rummage slowed down a little bit, man. I thought y'all were going to have to take his pulse there in that break.
Oh, yeah, no.
This kid shot out of a gun. Hey, can you do that Kentucky voice one more time? Because that was disturbing, but...
Oh, gosh, man.
Like
I don't know. Yeah. No,
do they sound like that?
Listen, I have multiple. They sound multiple different ways.
No, and he actually sees a person, but he doesn't use his name.
Yeah.
So when he does the voice... He's talking about he can actually see
Yeah.
somebody in particular.
That's why I say I got multiple ones. So yeah, it's good though.
Jamie Watts, HexheadArt.com. Do you have some new specials for us today?
Well, we've got our 15% off, so it's ESPN 15. All right, so that's as good. I mean, that's fantastic right now. Definitely, if you're local, you can come in for a little local love. If you want to pick up, send me an email. You can definitely come by. We do have some cash carry specials that go on. But
do you always have them on the site, like any specials, or will they be listed?
Yeah, you're going to see them there on the site. We've got some more Black Friday stuff coming up for multiples. If you're wanting to take advantage of that for Christmas, send me an email. Let me know what you want to get. For our local crowd, man, we tend to really bend over backwards, try to make it really nice for them, to come in, feel the experience, even go on a little tour,
right?
Box it up for you really nice. Yeah.
No, and just to kind of reset, because we gain millions and millions of listeners, and especially after days like this. Hexhead Art, metal artwork, and the place. You say you just bought the
across the street. So yeah, we're in the middle of that too. So we're moving actually a lot of that this weekend. So we've expanded another 5,000 square feet.
Address.
Same, it's right there all together on Cargo Court.
Yeah,
in the Bluegrass
in
the Bluegrass Industrial Park.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
So we keep a lot of Louisville product in stock.
And the reason I brought up I brought up the actual location is because this is not cookie cutter artwork. I mean, Jamie always makes it a point to say they're actually going to make your work. They don't send it off. They don't form it out and get it shipped over here, and they don't do middleman things. They actually make your artwork, and for you to be able to see where it gets done, how it gets done, see what else is available. You may go there with the idea of this is what I want. You may see something online and say this is what I want. But if you stop by the area and you see other things, it may give you an idea. It may give you an idea for a specialty order. It may give you an idea for something else business wise again, this doesn't have to be sports metal artwork. They do everything. So it would add to the preciousness, of actually seeing your product being made.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, first of all, it's all hand painted. Okay, so we do all of our own designs, do all of our manufacturing. Everything happens right here in Louisville, Kentucky. So every piece that you see is unique.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
every piece that you see is unique.
That's right. Somebody has put that paint on by hand. We have unique vintage fades. The way the layers lay out. You could take two of those cardinal bits, put them up next to each other. The geometry is the same, but the paint finishes will be just slightly off, and you can feel that. Because when you hang it up on your wall, it looks like somebody actually did it. It didn't come out of a machine that way.
Did I win you over when I said the value of the sign, which is what's written on the sign at the University of Louisville that they touched before coming out?
Well, I had some guys email me and they were upset because they couldn't get through because they knew what it was.
Yeah.
Today I give my all for the Ville.
And you made that sign, and in any video you guys see from this point in the future, you will notice everybody banging on that sign as they go out to the field. That thing is going to look so cool when it's banged up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the story, the idea of you cringing every time you see everybody beating on that sign is it's a funny thought.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't fall off the wall. They've seen them in there smashing it. These guys, 300 pounds, and they're just smashing away at it.
Now that's one thing I would say. If you have to go in there and make sure you really
anchor it in.
Yeah. Now I would be okay with that.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Satterfield's got the same one in his office. I actually made him two, so maybe he'll switch it out. I don't know.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, man.
Holiday season. Don't wait till Black Friday. Don't wait until the latest. You would definitely encourage that. Is pickup better around holiday season or
so if you want a Black Friday special now, the best thing to do is to email me with what it is that you're going to get. We will have some things coming up for Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Contact us from hexheadart.com.
That's right. Go on the website. You can click it from there. Just shop. Look at what you want.
Right.
It's a little bit more of an experience when you buy a product from us. I mean, these are forever items. I mean, this is the stuff that your kids are going to call dibs on.
Yep.
They're going to fight over it.
Yeah.
When you get old and downsized, you're like, oh, no. I get that from my man cave.
I'm taking this to my nursing home.
I'm taking,
I'm going to personalize it right here. Yeah, I'm taking my son.
But even with it being, I know it's November 13th now. If somebody's listening and they're like, there's just no way, I'm listening. We do have a lot of people that listen from out of state and different places say, I just cannot pick it up, but I really would like to get it by Christmas.
Yeah, 100%. Everything that you see on the site, you're going to get by Christmas for sure.
Okay.
Now, if you mess around and we get there to that second week of December, it can start getting a little bit dicey.
Right.
Sure. Some of the products will run out of stock, can't make them fast enough because we are a small batch manufacturing facility. We're a small company.
And it's definitely, like I say, if it's hands-on people, you can imagine what that would mean, as far as getting your order. But again, these are gifts that are thoughtful and they're personable. Like, everybody doesn't think about, like I said, for that person, if, maybe you want to get them tickets to the game and maybe, maybe tickets to the game is something normal. Maybe that's something you've seen before. This is definitely an original metal artwork. Like I said, indoor, outdoor.
Yeah.
Like I said, for everybody has the fan or the family that doesn't mind flossing publicly.
Sure.
So you should definitely factor in. Okay, again, let me get the address one more time.
Yeah.
Let me get the emails. Website.
Yeah, hexheadart.com. So you can go on there, see all we've got 85 colleges on there, Major League Baseball. We've got Americana artwork. We do custom artwork. I mean, obviously we can't get any custom work done before Christmas at this point, so we are booking that work for January. But you can get on there, see everything. You can contact us from that site. We are on Cargo Court, and you guys are actually going to be at our location on that Wednesday.
Right.
Yep.
And we're going to be doing some other stuff. We'll be doing some giveaways, things like that.
Okay.
You guys
All
come
right.
out,
Hey,
man.
cool.
Now, I know I always ask you this. Is there any special personalized project that just has your attention, just something cool? Like, don't give it away if it's going to, if somebody's going to get mad at you.
No, man, I'll give them a shout out because they came from this show, actually. You know who Bennett and Bloom is?
No.
Yeah, they're eyeglass. They don't do eyeglasses. They do eye centers. They got eye centers around town.
Right.
And they came to us because they wanted something really personal to give out to all of their locations and all their customers. So we did a custom designed eye, geometric, funky shaped eye, and they loved it. They bought 300 of them for all their customers around. That came from this show, so I will give them a little love.
So we're talking like business logo eye.
Yeah, man. For the holidays, it was fantastic.
Wow. Very cool. That's a cool story.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah,
I was going to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So people,
do you?
We're gonna make a purple Aces.
I was about to ask. I was just about to ask him. I was like, so do you guys license Evansville? And is that
Right. So this, Well, I'm a little bit worried because now Louisville fans, because now they had to turn in the Robert Morris jersey.
Yes.
Now they got to go out, and the Evansville bookstore is getting crushed right now. It's like I got to figure that out. But no, we don't have anything for Evansville just yet. But I mean, hey, we may have to consider it.
Fair enough.
I could imagine the Evansville bookstore is getting crushed right now.
People are online fired up.
Brian Hall, do you have any songs that represent Evansville at all?
You should get them on the phone.
That's pretty funny.
Jamie Watts, as always, we really appreciate it. HexHeadArt.com.
Right on, boys.
15% ESPN.
ESPN 15.
ESPN 15. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Looking forward to getting out there, man. Be out there in a couple weeks.
Yeah, boy.
Middays with Marcus Maven.
Thanks, boys.
8150 93.9 is the number on 939 The Ville.
What's up? You wanted that? Oh. I didn't know if that's what you wanted. My fault.
It's here, the biggest and final sale of the year at Genesis Diamonds, the annual fall extravaganza. Incredible store-wide savings, 20, 25, up to 35% off, and a selection that's like shopping 50 stores at once. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, plus a dozen top ring designers have flown in their entire collections just for this. All of it on sale. Best prices all year, huge savings store-wide. Plus, special financing this weekend only, Friday through Sunday, only at Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza. See store for details.
With UPS, future you graduates from Metro College with zero debt. How? As a package handler, you'll have a great job while you attend Metro College, and 100% of your tuition will be covered. Future you goes further than you imagine. Find out what you'll become at UPS.
We are ESPN Louisville, your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and best sports talk. Download the ESPN Louisville app today. Delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
Ian Eagle here from Thursday Night Football on Westwood One. Tony Baselli and I will have the action for you from Cleveland when Baker Mayfield and the Browns play host to their AFC North rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. With a strong defense and Mason Rudolph under center, the Steelers have won 4 straight. Join us and hear the NFL all season from Westwood One.
Coverage begins at 8 o'clock right here on 93.9 The Ville.
We always have our focus around here at ESPN Louisville. Not focus with an F, but with a PH.
Focus is our go-to drink when it's time for a pick-me-up around the office. Focus is a naturally energizing caffeinated sparkling water, so it's free of any of the bad stuff you find in sodas and energy drinks.
So pick up a Focus around Louisville at places like Kroger, Lucky's, Rainbow Blossom, Heine Brothers, Paul's Fruit Market, and CVS. And save 15% when you use code ESPN15 at drinkfocus.com. PHOCUS. Try it today.
At Class Act Federal Credit Union, it's all about the people and education. Class Act serves the educational community of Louisville and surrounding counties, including University of Louisville students and alumni. Ask about our honors checking accounts that yields 4% interest and allows $25 in ATM refunds each month. Drop your bank, join the movement. Text ESPN to 502-212-3167 to enter our weekly $25 Visa gift card drawing. Again, text the word ESPN to 502-212-3167. Visit classact.org today.
At Which Wich, they believe that a great sandwich has the power to make any day better. Which Wich has launched their new favorites menu, including clubs with top quality grilled and breaded chicken, plus new shakes, including birthday cake, the famous Courtney's Cookie, and yellow M&M shakes. 2 area locations, 221 South Hurstburn Parkway and Old Brownsboro Crossing. Mention ESPN, you'll get a large build-your-own Wich for just $6.80. Order online or download the new app. Which Wich, superior sandwiches.
Ready, set, bet. It's game time. Sports betting is now in Indiana. Visit The Book at Horseshoe Southern Indiana Casino, just 20 minutes from downtown Louisville, or Winter Circle Race Sports Pub in Clarksville, just off Eastern Boulevard. In addition to horse wagering, you can now place bets on your favorite football, basketball, and baseball teams, as well as more than 100 other sporting events throughout the year. Score delicious drink specials, intercept amazing dining deals. Kentuckiana, we're bridging the gap. Get off the sidelines and get into the action. Visit Caesars.com/bookin to learn more about Caesars Entertainment's Indiana sportsbook openings and game time lineups. Gear up. It's a whole new way to win.
Must be 21 or older to gamble at sportsbooks and casinos and 18 or older to wager on horse racing at racetracks. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WIN. Please drink responsibly.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hull. The Sports Center update brought to you by the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to get a ride home even if you're just a little impaired, drive sober, or get pulled over. The number 4 ranked Louisville men's basketball team continues to prepare for their third game of the season against Indiana State tonight at the KFC Center. And head coach Chris McNamara with the media yesterday, and he broke down the Indiana State team.
I was really impressed with Christian Williams, who may not be the scorer those two guys are, but a guy that is very, very long for his position and has an ability to drive the ball and get to the rim. So it's a big challenge in the backcourt. Their front court's a little bit younger, but their backcourt, can play with anybody in the country.
The Cards open as 22.5-point favorites, and that game is set to tip off at 8 p.m. tonight, which you can catch on the ACC Network for TV. But be sure to catch our pregame show right here on 93.9 The Ville starting around 7 p.m. with Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage, and immediately following the game for the postgame show. Former Kentucky basketball player and Louisville basketball assistant Walter McCarty led his Evansville team into Rupp Arena last night and pulled off the upset over number 1 Kentucky with a 67-64 win. KJ Rowley led the way for Evansville with 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kentucky was led by Emmanuel Quigley with 16 points and 9 rebounds. The Cats will look to rebound against Utah Valley on Monday at 7 p.m. You can catch that on ESPN2. The 5-4 Louisville football team continues to prepare for their matchup at North Carolina State on Saturday. They are currently 4-point favorites. And head coach Scott Satterfield met with the media earlier this week, and he previewed the Wolfpack.
Played several quarterbacks, kind of settled in on Leary now. That's given them a chance offensively. Knight's a really good running back. Always a great crowd there in Raleigh, one of the louder venues, I think, in the ACC. And night game down there, I'm sure they'll be out for this one.
That game is set to kick off at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, and you can catch that on the ACC Network. And last but certainly not least, today starts the early signing period for U of L basketball. They expect 3 signings today, including the number 1 overall JUCO player Jay Scrubb, and incoming freshman DeAndre Davis, and J.J. Traynor. There's a possible 4th signing that could come from point guard Jalen Terry, who is a 4-star that decommitted from Michigan State and has visited Louisville, LSU, and Oregon, and said he may sign in the early signing period. With the 3 commits we're expected to sign, Louisville currently has the number 16 overall class, but if Terry were to sign, they would move up to number 6. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is SportsCenter.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today. Steve Rummage here, and your place for all the latest with Cardinal basketball is right here on ESPN Louisville. I invite you to join Marcus Maben and myself Wednesday at 7 p.m. for the official Louisville basketball pregame show on ESPN 680 and 105.7 and 93.9 The Ville. We'll broadcast live from the Galt House all the way up until tip-off. Then immediately after the game, join me for the Coors Light postgame show on all ESPN Louisville programming. We're the first place in town that will be able to take your calls, hear live from Chris smack, player sound, and more. If it's Louisville basketball, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville.
Ready, set, bet. It's game time. Sports betting is now in Indiana. Visit the book at Horseshoe Southern Indiana Casino, just 20 minutes from downtown Louisville, or Winner's Circle Race Sports Pub in Clarksville, just off Eastern Boulevard. In addition to horse wagering, you can now place bets on your favorite football, basketball, and baseball teams, as well as more than 100 other sporting events throughout the year. Score delicious drink specials, intercept amazing dining deals. Kentuckiana, we're bridging the gap. Get off the sidelines and get into the action. Visit Caesars.com/bookin to learn more about Caesars Entertainment's Indiana Sportsbook openings and game time lineups. Gear up. It's a whole new way to win.
Must be 21 or older to gamble at sportsbooks and casinos and 18 or older to wager on horse racing at racetracks. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WINNIT. Please drink responsibly.
This is Marcus Maben, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. I caught my breath now.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make it any less funny. But yeah, no, I mean, I will say I am, it does add a little juice though. Like, I think you are a little more ready to get in there tonight and watch my squad play, you know, and kind of say, all right, you know, let's go. Now let's go in there and take care of business.
Oh, okay. So you were serious about, okay, how much does that stop, or does that kind of like, when something like that happens, now you think Indiana State's like super motivated, or does it benefit Louisville more?
No, I think not. It's not a Louisville specific. I think, you know, everybody, when you get up and you start looking at the top 5 teams, when something happens like that last night, it's like, okay.
In general, is it better for the bigger teams?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I think now the tournament gets a little different because I think upset nerves start to kick in. You're like, man, there's upsets all over the place today. Or if there's not been upsets, you're almost like, you know, somebody's due one.
Somebody's gonna.
So when that team comes out, you know, that 5'11" kid just eyeballs you, you're like, oh, here we go, it's us. But
do you think our team was watching that game?
I don't know if they were watching it, but they know about it. And I think now that those, if I'm Indiana State and those teams, you're like, we ain't gonna catch nobody sleeping now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, dude.
Or do you say, no, they did. No, let's go get the other Kentucky team.
That may be cute, and that may be your rally cry. You know, you may be like, well, we're from Indiana too, playing a team from Kentucky. We're gonna go beat them. You know, yeah. But at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, Stephen Enoch.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you know, you're starting to look and you're like, oh, you know, the bigger team, I think, is like, whoa. Now Chris Mack called everybody on the team last night. He was like, y'all ready to get to sleep? Y'all ready to get up?
That crappy practice y'all had yesterday is why this happens.
Yep. Y'all ready to go? Because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't think they were the number one team. But here's the thing. I don't know that there's any clear-cut number one team right now.
And you didn't have an argument against them at all.
Because I don't think you have an argument with anybody right now. If they ranked Louisville number one on Monday, nobody would argue. If they ranked Michigan State number one on Monday, then probably nobody would argue. I mean, you'd have a little more of an argument because you said Duke's probably going to be number one. I don't think anybody really is going to argue.
I don't want it like. I think
you scared of Duke? You know, no.
We're past the we're past the mud flinging segment of it. Maybe
no, absolutely not.
That'll
keep going.
That was the worst loss.
I mean, the most embarrassing loss in Rupp. Yeah, Because like people say Gardner Webb, VMI, and some of those.
Why did they do that? So good. They meant that too.
See,
could you imagine being at that party?
I bet that was awesome. Yeah. But here's the thing. I mean, and we'll talk about this on the pregame show tonight a little more in depth. But, I mean, you're playing an Indiana State team that lost by 5 to Dayton. I don't know if Dayton's going to be some superpower or not, but they're a, you know.
Dayton has a stud. I went back and looked at the condensed game of that. Whew.
Yeah, and that was 86-81, you know, and it was a 5-point margin at half, and they played each other 48-48 in the second half. 48 points in the second half on Dayton. I mean, like, so that's what I say. I was saying this before this. I was like, this Indiana State team is the best team you're going to play in this stretch of not great teams.
They're better than Miami?
No. At the end of the day, they don't have that kind of talent.
But Miami had your attention.
They could be a better team.
Yeah, Miami had your attention, but this team.
Miami's going to have better talent.
Right.
Yeah, they're not that. But
Seattle Paul, thanks for joining us on Morning with Marcus Maben. Fire away.
Man, after yesterday's game, I'm calling my local cable network and saying I need an FCC network on my cable. They don't give me FCC network or ACC network. I gotta switch to YouTube TV or something.
And you're still with them?
I'm lazy, man. You know how it is when you get cable. You're just lazy because you got to take your equipment to the store and drop it off. And that's,
dude, no, you're right. I have like $180 cable bill now because I'm like, I could call and get it changed, but I got all the channels. Every month I look at it, and I'm like,
next month is
and now AEW's out, and they're charging $50 a pay-per-view, so I'm getting them, and I'm like, God bless. But I feel you. I'm with you.
I've been saying that for like 7 months now. Next month I'm gonna drop it off. But anyways, well, how smart is that dude from the Connecticut whatever newspaper? The only dude who gave UL a first place vote instead of making Kentucky a unanimous vote. And also, I think Michigan State should drop just parallel with they should be tied to the hip for losing to Kentucky. And if Kentucky drops, you drop. Kentucky drops, you drop. So we should be number 2 now.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if that happens.
Let me ask you, Paul. Where do you think UK will drop to?
Oh man, if they drop, knowing the voters, I think they'll still give the Squid some love. But I think they should drop at least 5 or 6. That's inexcusable to lose at home to an unranked opponent after you won 52 straight in a row. It's inexcusable. You should be out of the top 10, honestly. I don't care if you beat Michigan State. Michigan State's stuck because they lost to you, and you lost Evansville.
I like that.
Transitive property. I appreciate the call, Paul.
CBS dropped them to 11.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm. And they're 25-1 that they put out today. Yeah, they dropped them all the way down to 11. I think
they won't go past 3.
Oh yeah. Oh no, there's no way they're at 3. No, there's no chance. That would put you ahead. There's no chance they'll put you ahead of Louisville. Unless Louisville loses.
No, they're going to move, or they're going to be 4. Then they're going to move Louisville up to 3, and they'll be 4.
No, they'll fall to. I think they'll fall to probably 7. They'll probably be 7th, which should probably be lower, but they'll be 6 or 7 when it comes out, depending on what happens.
Brian Hall, what do you think UK drops to?
I'd say they probably – I'm kind of with Steve. I'm thinking around 10 because they still have that win against a number 1 team. So they're 2-1 with a win over a number 1, but then a bad loss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah.
Somebody check on Cooper.
Squad lost. It's hurting. It's hurting today.
He actually went up to that thing. I couldn't imagine being in there. Did you hear the post game where – the post game, you could hear the team down the hall during all of Calipari's post game.
It's awesome.
I mean, you literally could hear it like they were next door.
Yeah, you got to eat that.
We do have a funny call from a UK fan at the post game last night. If you want to hear that,
sure, I would love to.
I normally don't do that. That's mean.
I'll do it.
Don't.
Cal, before the season. Preseason, he says, "Oh, this is going to be the greatest defensive team. Oh, we got a whole bunch of makers." And, shooters, I need makers. Okay, we're the makers, fam. See, look, the three ball is the equalizer in college basketball. We understand that. They outshot us from three. I mean, that's how they won the game, really. I mean, we went to the free throw line plenty of times. We had our opportunities. But the thing about we weren't shooting the ball. We were missing bunny shots, man.
Yep.
We were missing bunny. And the 50-50 balls, like you said, the effort is ridiculous. There's no excuse for that. You need to get down on the ground and grab that ball. Have some respect with that name on your jersey. You play at home against these scrubs. And you're number one in the country. You play like this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not saying there ain't no more victories in this game. This is absolutely ridiculous. To me, this loss is worse than the Duke loss last year, the Champions Classic. But you can expect, okay, Duke, all right, whatever. They got Zion, RJ. Okay. Who they got on that team, man? Who they got on that team?
No Zion.
From Kansas to Arizona State and all that stuff. Come on, man.
Here's the bad thing, though, man. Like, I feel him. I feel him on that. Like, that's exactly how I would feel. If Louisville come out and wet the bed, tonight or whatever, I would just say, it's the same. That's exactly how I feel. But I'm ready to get out and see him tonight, man. I'm ready to see.
I am ready. To go watch this team play some basketball.
Yeah, I want to watch this team play.
I am so nervous, and the feeling is great.
Oh yeah, no, I love it. I love it because make no mistake about it. I know. Even with last night, I know it's really gonna raise your anxiety even more. But I mean, the next two games are terrible. Like
Steve, listen.
Terrible.
You know how many people tweeted me like Steve always says that, and then you end up in a no, and you do that, Steve. And here's the problem.
Not this time.
I know you do this because you must not be planning on going to the game. Because the games that you're not going to is when you start trying to. Oh, that game's gonna be crappy. So you do that?
I'll be there.
You do that like clockwork, Steve. The moment you decide you're not going to that game is when those are the only terrible
I won't be at Upstate, but I won't be there.
Go figure, Brian.
Yeah.
Steve,
I will be there Sunday though.
Brian, did you agree with what I was saying about Steve?
Yes.
He does that every single time he's going to miss. So I was already like, so look, who wants to do pregame with me?
No.
Let me go ahead, because he's already talking about how trash these teams are.
I know.
He did it in the production meeting, and I was like,
You were ready.
Yeah, Steve's
heard that before.
Yeah.
These teams are bad.
Brian, can you look up the stats from the game? Because here's the thing. For people who are still wondering, like, what actually happened? Like,
By the way, NC Central, one of the teams I'm talking about.
Oh, Steve.
Got beat by 30.
Just stop, Steve.
By Stephen F. Austin.
Just stop, Steve.
They got beat by 30.
Just stop it. Well, so did Miami.
By Stephen F. Austin.
Miami was getting wasted by Louisville.
Upstate.
Listen, keep on, Steve.
Hey, Upstate, really. Now, them you do got to really watch out for, because NC Central.
Steve, you're trying.
NC Central, who got beat by 30, that's UNC Central's win.
If Indiana State beats U of L tonight, do we have a shot? If Indiana State beats Texas, this is text line. If Indiana State beats U of L tonight, the Sweeney get to the post game, you can bet your bottom dollar.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got the stats up.
Indiana State beats it. Yes, you will hear Sweeney on the post game.
Steve will not be there, and neither will Marcus.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
We got post. You got post game.
Yeah.
Steve, yeah.
If they lose, I got post game. Yeah. If they win, Marcus, he gets over here. He has a good time. He may jump on there and talk for a few minutes.
Look. Be at the golf house kicking.
Yeah.
Where? Good question, texter. Where is Butch and UK Vince?
That is a good question. That is a good question. Seems like they fell face in
I
today.
know. Listen, that's not okay. Like you lose friends on. Okay, let's put it this way. Probably 10 years ago, I would stop being somebody's friend for doing that. Like if you and I talk about this stuff, and every time any big news happens, your team loses, my team loses, and you stop answering my calls for that day because your team got busted. Like I literally would just, no, I'm not gonna let you become emotionally stable in a week and a half where it's all old news and your team been great lately, and it's like, oh yeah, that was bad when we took a week and a half ago. I'm like, no, dude, no, we're not friends now. You can't do that. You can't go and run and hide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. going to start, like, if Butch or UK Vince don't call in today and eat this, then they're on at least a month ban. Like, where it's like, no, until the new year, I'm just going to hang up when you call.
Yeah, and if they try to, like, show up around UK game time and we lost a couple games, but we're still rolling and we're going to beat y'all on 28th.
It's getting better now.
Yeah, it's like, no. Great. Okay, Brian, you want to get that first before you give us these stats, or?
No, you're good. We'll make the behind enemy lines wait here.
Fair enough.
So when you look at the stats, honestly, there's not. It's pretty even.
I'm listening.
You look at it. So field goal percentage, Evansville was 38% for the game. Kentucky was 37%. From 3-point range, Evansville was 30%. Kentucky was 23%.
From 3-point range?
Let's go rebounds.
Wait a minute.
Defensive rebounds, they were tied at 27 apiece. Offensive rebounds, Evansville had 11 and Kentucky had 8.
Did you say
so it was
38
to 35 overall rebounding?
Did you say 23% from 3?
23% from 3. That's 4 of 17.
Is that good?
It ain't great.
No, it's not. Then you look at, let's see here, turnovers. 14 for Evansville, 13 for Kentucky. Let's see, steals, Kentucky had 6, Evansville had 2. I mean, it's, for the most part, pretty even on everything. 10 assists for Evansville, 6 for Kentucky.
What was the free throw disparity?
92% for Evansville.
Free throw shot.
12 of 13.
Wait, one shot 12 and one shot 13?
No. I'm sorry. So Evansville was 92%, 12 of 13. Kentucky was 20 for 25, 80%.
25 free throws. Evansville turned it over 14 times. And Evansville shot 38% from the field. So Evansville had a piss poor game.
You shot 25 free throws. They shot 13.
That's what I'm saying. There's not really a disparity. I mean, Evansville, they didn't play great. They shot 30% from 3 and 38% overall.
You shot 12 more free throws than they did. They gave you the ball 14 times. And you lost.
You had 6 steals to their 2. Give me another Indiana stat. Give me another one of your random pre-prepared Indiana stats. Because here's the thing. Indiana is definitely our new.
Evansville is the county seat of Vanderburgh County in Indiana.
Sean behind enemy lines. Thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Look, you ever had that girlfriend that broke up with you, that beautiful girl, and she breaks up with you, and you get mad and like, I didn't like her anyway because her head was big?
Yeah. That's
what Kentucky fans don't like today.
That's pretty solid, actually. Yeah.
Those stats you was just reading, watching the game, UK, they are piss poor in the half-court set. They could not run a half-court set to save their lives. If you get them up and down, they're dangerous. But you get them slow down, have to play in the half-court, they couldn't do anything last night.
Well, lucky for them. At least they don't have a rival that, has a coach that really draws up half-court sets really good.
What if they're really not that good?
Who?
Kentucky.
I don't think they really are. I mean, I don't think they're, like I said, I don't think that they are just.
They're not Evansville bad.
Yeah, I don't think they're crap. But I mean, like, I've been saying that all summer. I was like, I don't know. They don't really give off the dominant vibe,
Sestina? Boy?
Mm-hmm.
You know what Sestina reminds me of? A player that gets in the doghouse and then they start running isolations on you.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get put on film for the isolation,
yeah,
this might be a tough year.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you find a fatal flaw like that, man, you're going to play, now luckily, I don't know if they play enough decent teams to, because, I mean, the SEC as a whole last night.
If you were playing Kentucky tomorrow, would you go with small lineup?
Probably, yeah. Especially if I'm Louisville, because my small lineup may be the best small lineup in America.
But, Sestina would be guarding Jordan Nwora.
Well, he would try.
That would be the small lineup. Would be Dwayne, Jordan, Sam.
Yeah, he sure would try. Listen to this from last night. Kentucky lost to Evansville. Missouri got beat by Xavier. Georgia beat the Citadel by 9. Ole Miss beat Norfolk State by 13. Auburn beat South Alabama by 1. It's the SEC. Tennessee won. Tennessee beat Murray State by 20. That's a normal win. Arkansas won by 23. That's a good win. You get where I'm going with that? Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of testing going to be going on there. But yeah, no, absolutely. If I played them tomorrow, I don't know. No, I wouldn't go small. I watched your bigs. Yeah, go guard Steve.
You got to guard us.
Yeah, go guard Steve and Malik. Have at it. Sorry.
I would let Malik ISO on.
Yeah. Yeah, I take it back. I'm like, no, I wouldn't go small. I may go big.
Just go.
Because here's the thing.
You know what,
Malik can guard your 4. You can't guard my 4.
Here's the thing. For one time in my life, Steve,
mm-hmm.
to watch a big lineup of Louisville and just have Malik and Steve just bang the boards on them.
Yeah.
And just you know how it is when they just, Sam goes and just lobs it up,
mm-hmm.
On a runner, and just have Malik and Steve just play volleyball, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've never seen that. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen my team just maybe with Samaki or somebody. Samaki Walker was probably the last one. Clifford Rozier or somebody. Where just our size is just, you have to go home and just eat this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, got to get back to the phone lines. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. Jake, thanks for joining us.
Big Jake,
thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, fellas, UK, I'm really enjoying it. And Steve, you got me, brother. I love every word you're saying. But I think when they get back, they get to campus today, I think they ought to have open tryouts. Because I believe you got some players on that team, some players on that university that ain't playing. And they got a 6'6" point guard, I know, from Manual High School. He's sitting on campus. And Calipari might need him. He played with Dwayne Sutton. His name is Kenyon Jacobs. You might want to look at him.
Yeah.
I know he needs it bad.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Y'all have a good day, fellas.
I appreciate it, man. That's probably not a bad idea.
I did read a funny tweet that said, go see if the football players got a power forward. Is there somebody on the football team that can play a little basketball?
Well, they already took a pitcher, right?
Oh,
didn't they take a pitcher and put him on as a big man or something? So, what do you want? I don't know, man. I think it's what you look for, though, is I think that does factor a little bit into what I'm looking for tonight, because I do want to see if my team comes out locked in tonight. I want to see if y'all are aware.
I'm very.
Are y'all aware of the state of college basketball? I mean, and I think I'll know a lot by what they can come in tonight and do, as far as say, okay, they come in locked in, ready to play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today's a day. Here's the thing. Today's a day you need a good strong victory, like you do. The fans could use this one.
Oh, it'd be a good time. Like I said, I told you last night. I said I hate to even admit this on the air, But you probably got 500 to 700 more people that just decided after last night, like, you know what, 8 o'clock,
I'm going.
Let's go. It's not raining. I mean, it's cold, but it's not raining. I can park at the Galt House. I can walk over
I can
and
go
not even
kick
be
it
outside.
with Marcus and Steve
right
in the Al-J's lobby, pregame or postgame. I can actually just hang out. I can get myself a drink. I get myself a chicken salad with ranch.
I didn't see that on the menu. I've got to talk to them about that. But they changed it up, and they do have chicken tenders back, and so they added some things too. So like we're good.
People were tearing up those
I'm getting
chicken
a burger
tenders. I think I had that last time.
Yeah, I'm going burger tonight because I'm gonna get this W. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna do a little post game, and then I'm gonna chill for a few. Like I'm gonna enjoy this.
Do you know I've looked over your shoulder 17 times today, and other than the little white, very, very docile font, there's been no mention of number 1 going down to Evansville.
Well, I did. It was on Mike and Mike a little bit this morning, or old Mike and Mike. But that's just to say that's college basketball. Nobody cares right now.
No, I'm so disappointed you would say that.
They don't. I mean,
they care about Kentucky.
No, nationally, nobody gives a crap about college basketball right now.
If Zion and them go down, number 1.
Nobody cares. It's just that's college basketball at this time of year.
A 25-point.
You're right. You know what they care about? They care about is Lamar Jackson going to win the MVP? You know what I mean? They care about is LeBron this AD thing? Is this a problem? Are they going to win it all or what? You know, like that's what they care about.
That's fair enough.
And they care about college football playoff rankings. You know.
We'll take our last commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150, 93.9 is the number on 93.9 The Ville.
This is Brandon Lang. You know me from being a regular on The Diener Show and from Matthew McConaughey portraying me in the movie 2 for the Money. I had enough of going bald about a year ago, and I had to do something about it and do something about it now. So when I started researching places to get hair surgery done, I realized one of the best places in the country is right here in Louisville, the Parsley Waldman Hair Center. I had my surgery last October, and it totally reframed my face. And it has happened in a gradual, organic way. People who haven't seen me in a while tell me how much younger I look. My wife tells me how different I look. Let's be honest, that's really all that matters. And when I look at pictures of myself from a year ago, it's amazing to me to see how different I look. But don't trust my word. Trust Dr. Waldman. He grew up here. He was an athlete at Louisville, and he is a perfectionist when it comes to hair surgery. Dr. Waldman and his staff rolled out the red carpet and made me feel totally comfortable throughout the entire procedure. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how easy it is to get your hair back. Go to hairsurgery.com. Tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Ian Eagle here from Thursday Night Football on Westwood One. Tony Baselli and I will have the action for you from Cleveland when Baker Mayfield and the Browns play host to their AFC North rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. With a strong defense and Mason Rudolph under center, the Steelers have won 4 straight. Join us and hear the NFL all season from Westwood One.
Coverage begins at 8 o'clock right here on 93.9 The Ville.
I'm Billy Grants, owner of Cox's Smokers Outlet and Spirit Shop. Tailgating season is finally here and we're stocked with all the craft and domestic beer, spirits, and cigars you'll need to celebrate your favorite team. Stop into one of our 18 neighborhood locations today.
Check out Louisville Sports Live, the city's longest-running all U of L sports talk show, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock right here on 93.9 The Ville. Check us out daily at LouisvilleSportsLive.net. Follow us on Twitter at Elville Sports without an O Live. All the best local and national guests every Wednesday at 6 o'clock right here on 93.9 The Ville.
BSN Sports is the leading marketer, manufacturer, and distributor of sporting goods, apparel, and equipment. BSN Sports is your ultimate partner on the bench and right beside you, making you the hero with your administrators and fans, on the practice field and under the Friday night lights. With our 20-plus sales professionals working in the Kentucky area, let BSN take care of you and your team. BSN Sports even outfits the staff here at ESPN Louisville. So trust the pros we trust. BSNSports.com.
With UPS, future you graduates from Metro College with zero debt. How? As a package handler, you'll have a great job while you attend Metro College, and 100% of your tuition will be covered. Future you goes further than you imagine. Find out what you'll become at UPS.
We are ESPN Louisville, your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and best sports talk. Download the ESPN Louisville app today. Delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
Great job, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Guys, fall is here, and there's no better time to get out and enjoy a round of golf at Wooded View Golf Course in Clarksville, Indiana. Located minutes from downtown Louisville and just off I-65, Wooded View is convenient and affordable. Right now, you can buy a $100 gift card and get a free round of golf on us. Schedule your tee time today at woodedviewgc.com. That's woodedviewgc.com.
Hey Cards fans, get your L's up. Liquor Barn has everything you need for this week's Louisville Cardinal action. We make it so easy to stock up for tailgating and parties. Head to your nearest Liquor Barn store or visit liquorbarn.com to download the Liquor Barn app and place an order for pickup or delivery. Shop Kentucky's favorite spirits, wine, and beer store, and you'll have more time for the cards. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
Hey Louisville, this is Lamar Jackson, and you're listening to the Ravens Radio Network on 93.9 The Ville.
Don't miss a snap Lamar Jackson takes this year.
He's at the 5, sidesteps a man at the 3, spins in, touchdown Lamar Jackson.
93.9 The Ville is your home for the Baltimore Ravens all season long. We'll carry every game of Louisville's Heisman Trophy winner in the pros, as 93.9 The Ville is the newest affiliate of the Ravens Radio Network.
Looking for the end zone, fires down the sideline, he's got Mark Andrews, touchdown Ravens.
Ravens football is brought to you by Liquor Barn. Download their app and have Liquor Barn delivered to you. And by Molly Malone's St. Matthews, home of the Lamar Bar.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
With UPS, future you graduates from Metro College with zero debt. How? As a package handler, you'll have a great job while you attend Metro College, and 100% of your tuition will be covered. Future you goes further than you imagine. Find out what you'll become at UPS.
We are ESPN Louisville, your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and best sports talk. Download the ESPN Louisville app today. Delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
This is Marcus Maven, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Like people, when I tell you I am literally out of breath, I am. And when I tell you that Steve Rummage is in here eating the biggest, most delicious looking sandwich you've ever seen, normally I'd be angry and I'd be, stop eating your little show, Steve. Like, you can wait. But
okay, but here's the problem.
It looks great.
Sweet Caroline, UK, I've never seen so good, so good, so good, so good. I really find UK.
Oh, that was a funny song. That song is gonna get stuck in your head forever. You do know that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just so catchy.
You'll never not hear that when you hear that song.
When you hear it, when you're watching a Yankees game and they play.
Okay, yes or,
or
no?
Boston, man.
This is we got to take your conversation to the air real quick, and then we'll give props because this sandwich is incredible.
Oh, I didn't know if we were gonna have to juggle that one. Yeah, you have to. We have to do that.
Yeah.
We owe it. We owe it to the people.
So, what just happened? Before we give the name of the place, because I don't want to associate the name of the place, because actually this is amazing.
Okay,
this is an amazing sandwich.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just talk about our quick thought.
But
and they have to admit that this is a fair thought.
Oh yeah, no, I think she would laugh, or not. Okay, here's the deal. We just sat on this radio for an hour and a half. Do you know somebody came up to me, our guy, come up to me. I don't give out names, but come up to me and he said, "There's no way it's a coincidence that Dickie V tweeted that out after y'all were on the air." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like and he said there's multiple other times like things have happened. We've been on the air for an hour and 30 minutes, laughing hysterically at Kentucky losing to Evansville.
Rightfully so, I would think.
And then the sweetest lady I've ever seen walks in, 2 bags, and she says, "I've got a bunch of box lunches for everybody. Just looking for some advertising. Just wanted to pass these out to everybody. This is poisoned." I want you guys to listen. This is how I die. And it's worth it.
I hate that I even had that thought. I hate that I even had that thought. But I was just thinking after what we...
I won't say poisoned, but I'm probably going to be like taking a crap for the rest of the day at least. Like I'm not going to be able to go in a game, so I'm going to poop my pants all day long.
Oh.
I don't think people... I don't look, we like to rival, but loss of life is not fun. But I will totally watch a...
I mean, not yet.
No, yeah, well, I'll give him props too. But you know, I totally would watch a Kentucky fan poop their brains out.
If you were us, would you taste any deliveries today? Any deliveries that weren't scheduled?
This is good.
Texters.
This is worth sitting on the toilet for the rest of the day for, if need be.
If you got a random delivery to the studio.
By the way, watch that real quick. I'm sorry. Don't ever, if you ever take X-Lax or you feel like you have to take, do not ever take Docalax or whatever it's called.
Is it that bad?
It was the worst thing I've ever had in my life. Like, I thought I needed it. I know it's a terrible radio conversation.
It is.
I woke up in the middle of the night and thought I was going to die.
It is. Okay.
The most pain I've ever had in my life.
Abort.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so do we eat this or not?
Evansville versus Bellarmine. Who wins?
By the way, Lady Finger Catering brought this in.
Fair enough.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Evansville versus Bellarmine. Who wins?
Probably. Ooh.
8150 939 3831 939, or you can tweet us. Brian Hall. B Hall.
Yes. It's a tough call. I would say Honestly, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Bellarmine went out there and beat Evansville. Like, Evansville goes and beats Kentucky, and then Scotty D does business and beats them.
If Bellarmine, here's the one, no eat, first text. Bellarmine, yeah, probably, but that's more of my respect for Coach Davenport.
Yeah, I agree. That's what it is
Yeah,
for me, too.
yeah, it's not, and no disrespect to Walter McCarty, because Walter McCarty's coached in the NBA. He's done a good job. He done a good job when he was here. He's doing a good job. You know, seems like he's doing a good job at Evansville, obviously, clearly. Yeah, clearly. So, but I think my respect for Coach D, yeah.
I agree. I mean, I think honestly, you could argue that they would maybe split if they played 10 games. It might be 6-4, but that's about it. 5-5, maybe something like that.
Sure.
So here's the problem. Something happened yesterday.
Okay.
I just want your opinions. I mean, since we're just kind of cleaning our palate right now, right? I really don't want to like give them this shout out, but I have to, like, because it caught my attention. Because when you see a picture of your coworker, you know what I'm saying, and the name kind of looks similar, right? By default, you kind of like what? So here's what happened. I'm going through my little comments yesterday from the GIF I posted, you know, the laughing GIF, you know. This is always one of my favorite ones, but I only do those, like, I only post those late at night because I feel too guilty in the day. Like, I don't like laughing at people in their face and pointing at them, you know, like that. But sometimes I get a little juvenile myself, right? But I started kind of reading the comments, right? And I go down, low in the comments, and I see Mark Blankenbaker saying, "You got to win more than 2 out of 10, big dog," right? And I'm like, Mark, when did you turn into that, right? And I was like, I was kind of heated, you know what I'm saying? And I was getting ready to just like, Mark, get off my wall with that crap, right?
About to send him a text, be like, what's this about?
Yeah. So then I look up, and then I see the account is Mark Wankenbaker.
Mark Wakenbaker.
Wankenbaker. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was Wakenbaker.
Wakenbaker would be even better.
Wakenbaker would have been even better.
Wank. Like spank, wank, and baker. Right? So I look at it, right? And then listen, and I want Steve to see what I'm seeing. This is the first thing I see. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, people. I'm gonna let you do this with me. Cause here's the thing. When I get trolled, like, people are careful about trolling me with fake accounts, because I have kind of a little bit of a gift of identifying the way people talk. You know, like, I pay attention to the way people repeat things. I pay attention to the sentence structure. Like, everybody has certain, you know, just language cues that identify them a lot easier than you think. You know what I'm saying? So you know, people are, you know, like, I can reverse engineer and catch a troll if I know them pretty good, you know? So I try to reverse engineer Mark Wankenbaker. Of course, I go to their account, right? And I say, first thing I see, the only thing I see, 4 followers. Let's see if I know any followers. Followed by Andy Sweeney. It has 4 followers. Cynthia Brown, Big Slim, and Married Online Man. And Andy Sweeney. This is a fact, people. You go to Twitter and type in Mark Wankenbaker, and you'll see it for yourself. So I see that, and then I say, okay, Mark Wankenbaker, look, who are you following? Then I see Brown Daddy James Strebel, Kevin Knox, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Hamidou Diallo, Jared Vanderbilt, John David, Emmanuel Quigley, Reed Travis, Nick Richards, Ash Hagen.
Yeah, this troll didn't do a very good job of hiding their identity here.
Tyler Hero. Now it gets interesting. They follow Nick Valvano. They follow Worldwide Womble, Brian Hall, Jason Anderson. It's a funny grouping. Lachlan McLean, Eric Crawford, Daryl Faust, Andy Sweeney, Jody Dimling, Keith Poyer, Luke Hancock, TBG, Vince Tyree, Big Biscuit, Jeff Greer, ESPN Louisville, Marcus Maben, Steve Rummage, Kelly Dickey, LJ, Mark Ennis. Doesn't that feel like a familiar group? Right? Doesn't it feel like a home team follow?
So somebody in this building is Mark Wankenbaker.
Right? Listen, is that a fair? Okay, who else? Because I'm gonna find somebody they follow.
And I really like Mark, so we don't just take up for anybody here.
I like video games, so gamers. So who in here would follow 2 gaming accounts, as well as that group of names? Crunch Jones, Crohn's Revenge, Howie Lindsay.
See, I don't know, because gamers can hide themselves well. You'd be surprised at some of the people you talk to, and they're like, "Oh, I went home and played it." I went home and I land on my.
I thought Sweeney would be a little more judicial about his follows, because we all just follow anything. But Mark Wankenbaker. Texas says it's Spencer.
Ask Phil. Phil would know if it's Spencer.
Listen, who commonly, and texters, callers, people who listen to the station.
Yeah.
Who says big dog in their regular language as sarcasm?
I call my son Big Dog. I'm like, what up, Big Dog?
Who that that works around here?
But I can assure you I'm not Wankenbaker. I can assure you that
Right.
I'm not Wankenbaker.
But it's somebody who was emotional enough to have to listen. 98% positive commentary on my entire wall.
It's not Billy Reed. Stop. Stop.
Who says in a sarcastic way, like
Okay. We need to ask people.
If somebody told me, "Hey, slow down, big dog," who do you think in this studio would be the one to say that?
No, me. I would be guilty of that. So I mean, I feel like that one automatically puts me. But it's not me.
Oh, you wouldn't listen. You wouldn't comment on that gift about slowing down,
right?
About being too antagonistic.
Yeah.
What about some of Andy's co-hosts, either Strebel or Big Easy?
Do they use the phrase "big dog" often?
I can see Big Easy saying, "What's up, big dog?"
Okay.
What about "slow down, big dog"?
Same thing. Have we found Drew Diener's fake account?
Maybe we have.
Maybe we actually have.
Maybe it's Wankenbaker. Maybe we've.
Does Diener say slow down,
we're
big
not,
dog?
we're not giving away anything. I mean, Drew's pretty open about the fact that he has a fake account.
Just to
watch,
just to protect our brand.
No, yeah. I mean, no, he's the boss. I mean, I think he should probably be watching what everybody's tweeting. Yes,
and he acknowledges that tweeting from his account is radio danger.
Yeah, sure.
When he gets emotion,
sure. So yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, Wankenbaker, that's good though.
He has been pacing back and forth. Ever
Yeah,
since
I know
we
he
started
does.
talking about it.
He does look a little nervous.
They got me. You'll never take me alive.
I know. It's like, boys, call in the troops. If the sprinkler system goes off here in a couple seconds, we'll know.
Right? Or if my internet suddenly just stops working.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting.
Did we come up with it? You said Bellarmine. Game plan, Coach Davenport with game plan enough.
I think I did, but I just ate a little bit, and that made me a little more hungry. So let me just remind people real quick that today is Which Wednesday. So thanks to Jason and his team for bringing by Which to ESPN Louisville Studios. 2 great locations, Old Brownsboro Crossing or 221 South Hurstbourne Parkway. Which has launched a new menu of clubs and favorites, along with the addition of top quality grilled and breaded chicken, new crispy cut crinkle fries, Also, they have 5 new shakes: birthday cakes, Courtney's cookie, yellow M&M shakes. You can try the special ESPN special. It's a large witch for just $6.80. Order online for your upcoming tailgate at witchwitch.com or download the app.
Phil, listen, everybody in here might be a little full, not me. Phil, those 2 turkey avocados, you might as well put them aside for me because I am starving. And I love their turkey avocados.
They've been bringing the cold sandwiches, though.
Yes.
They got turkey avocado cold sandwich?
Yes. Awesome. Don't touch mine. Don't. You have meatball subs or something else.
The Wicked's good.
Something different.
Who would have tweeted that from Wake and Baker?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, so Brian, here's the thing. Can you go to YouTube? Because there's 2 options, people. Usually about this time, we hit our last subject. Can you go to YouTube, type in Fresh Kimball press conference, right? He was on yesterday, right? Steve, did you get a chance to hear him?
No.
Or were you gonna?
No, nothing.
Okay, while he's getting that, you can take care of our lovely sponsors.
I can do that.
Please.
Do that. Shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook. Weekends are made for football, and with so many college and pro games on the slate, the DraftKings Sportsbook app can make your weekends even better. Actually, now that I think about it, with all the hoops and hockey going on, the DraftKings Sportsbook, you can call in action 24/7, 365 days a year. DraftKings Sportsbook is America's top-rated sportsbook. This week, DraftKings has a pro football promo you won't want to miss. It's simple. Just bet on Indianapolis to win the game, and you get $6 for every touchdown they score. This week, Indianapolis is, I know, that's pretty good. Indianapolis is playing Jacksonville on Sunday. And don't forget the DraftKings Sportsbook app has in-game betting, so you can get in on the action. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use code WLCL for a limited time. All new and existing users can get a deposit bonus up to $500. That's code WLCL for all new and existing users to get a deposit bonus up to $500 only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Now, people, we were supposed to do this sometime a long time ago during the show, but sometimes shows just take a life of their own. And this is one of those days.
Well, it's not our fault.
We didn't go out there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go out there and lose to Evansville.
You got one more general fact about Evansville? Because I really want you to listen to this. Like this is not a I'm actually gonna sit here. This is not a play out interview. I want you to, the fact that Coach Mack picked Fresh Kimball to go do the post game or the pregame,
sure,
the weekly thing. I think that said something. I think something might be brewing a little bit.
Yeah,
go ahead.
All right, fire away. What's your takeaways from the first couple of games here?
Great. We got wins, which is the most important part. I think we off to a good start. Still learning out each other, still learning everything, but we got W's on the board. That's all that matter right now.
Has it been different for you this season, having to be in a role where you're facilitating?
His mic there.
Most of last season, it seems.
A little bit different. I mean, it's about just bringing it every day, energy-wise, and impacting the game somehow. And at the end of the day, we're getting wins, and I'm great with that result.
What is the biggest thing that you said you learned?
Just learning, first of all, my teammates, and just learning how I can help them out on the court and impacting them. And just from the jump, everything's been a learning experience, from terminology to play style to, just changing up little things that you used to doing, little bad habits, and, trying to make them good ones.
He's really just learning.
17 assists and 1 turnover for the 2 point guards the other day. I mean, obviously, you take that every time. What do you think it has? How have you guys played off of each other or along with each other as far as you and Darius?
Yeah, just 2 different point guards, but both bringing impactful things to the game. I think DP did a great job of finding people starting to get him off early. I think Ryan had his first 3 from his assists, and we just continue from there. I try to, when I come off the bench, try to bring that same type of impact in some sort of way. And, we want to keep our turnovers down. That's one thing that Coach Mack preaches and all our coaching staff does.
Are you happy coming off the bench? Does that play into, do you have any opinion on that?
No opinion. I'm very satisfied with it. I feel like I can impact the game in any way, and whichever way coach wants to use me, I'm satisfied with that.
And Coach even mentioned in the night, your shot is better than what we've seen. Do you feel like it's just something that ups and downs of a season, and early on you're just not hitting?
Yeah, just early on, just not hitting. I feel like for myself, I got to be better in that regard. It's just not only for the coaching staff, but for my teammates. I think when they hit me open, I have to make those shots just for them guys. So, all that is on me in terms of just not hitting at the beginning of the season. I feel as though I put enough time in the gym where I'll change that.
Indiana State's got a couple of pretty explosive guards who can score. What have you seen with them on video, or what have you guys talked about?
Yeah, just two explosive guards at the top that both are scorers. That's the known. They both can put them up there. One is the top in three-point shooting in their in the history, and the other one is just a pure score, pure bucket. So we're gonna have a job full as a team trying to stop those two guys and slowing them down.
How do you think it helps you guys that you, Darius, and Ryan all have such different styles when you're going up against each other in practice, but you can also sub in based on what the opponent's doing?
Yeah, I just think for the other teams on the defensive end, it's hard to scout us and try to take away one thing because you have so many other guys out there that can do so many multiple things where you can't key on one person. You can't just say, let's key on Jordan or let's stop Ryan from shooting, because you also have to deal with a guy like Steve down low, and you also have to deal with a guy like DP attacking. So I think just us having so many multiple pieces with depth is making it hard for other teams to be able to scout us.
How different is it to be a leader when you're at St. Joe's for 3 years and you've been around all those guys, and to be a leader now with different guys that you really haven't been around a whole lot?
Yeah, it kind of really doesn't change to me. Whatever I see on the court or in practice where I feel as though it's going to make us better, I hope it's when I'm going to say it. And I think a lot of the guys have that mentality of just being able to preach what they see and take corrective criticism and go out there and try to make everything better.
You had the chance to be in an exhibition, but actually having a game on Sunday in the Young Center, just what was that experience like with the fans?
It was great. Our fans are one of a kind. I've never seen it before. And, they're going to pack that arena up every time. And it's good to look up in the arena and just see, like, wow, is this many people in here? That's only something you get around, like, tournament play, things like that. But to have that on everyday night is definitely a blissful experience.
Youngstown State threw a lot of different defensive styles at you guys. What was that like to experience?
I think it was good. I think we needed some people to I think they put like a three-quarter type of press, trying to slow down the clock and trying to eat up some time from us. Then they played zone. So I think it was good for us to see more than just man-to-man, because it allowed us to get ready for other teams who are going to do things like that down the road.
Are there, out of all those styles that you've seen, is there one that you think gave you guys the most trouble?
No, I think we did pretty on all of them. They tried to throw a tandem, 2-3 at us, and I think we did a good job of shooting them out of that. And as soon as they pressed us, I think we did a good job getting down the floor and getting easy baskets, which made them kind of say, like, we can't do that no more because we're giving them too many opportunities.
When you came in, you were compared to CC and what he did last year. Draw anything from looking at what he was doing last year? He got off to a slow start as well, but what can you draw from what he was able to do last year?
I just know he brought a leader and a mature standpoint his whole year here, just never getting too high, never getting too low, always being there for the guys, even through losses or ups and downs and things like that. And that's kind of something that I'm taking over. Every day is not going to be perfect, every practice is not going to be perfect, but just being able to be there as a guy who brings energy and a guy with a mature mindset, understanding that, in my past career, I'd had losing seasons. I understand how those go, and I understand how the winning seasons go. So the little things that we need to do, and Coach Mack has prepared us for that, for a winning season, by taking control of the little things, but also just me being there, speaking on the little things that can help our team out in terms of winning and continuing to win.
What does the ranking mean to you?
Nothing. Rankings don't really mean nothing unless you kind of put a banner up there. I think we all have that mindset. It's good for, I guess the world or the university to have a 4 next to our name right now, but it won't mean nothing if once we get the tournament play and down the road we don't win anything. That 4 doesn't mean nothing. It's just a number next to a name.
Anything else?
Appreciate it.
Great.
No problem. Thank you.
sounds comfortable. Sounds like he's adjusting. Sounds like he's just saying, learning how I can help guys get involved. He sounds a little more on schedule than I thought.
He's a grown man.
Yep.
I mean, and what I mean by that is not age. I mean, he saw a lot of basketball. He's played a lot of basketball. He's played in a lot of different environments, NCAA tournaments. He's played in the the Palestra up there at Penn and stuff.
Right. Tony Hicks came in talking about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the Big Four or whatever it's called up there. I mean, he's done a lot. So
so it's gonna be funny, like when we get in one of these late games, and then he the first time he clears somebody out. And just goes 1-on-1, and
and that's what I meant the other day when I said his yips aren't like VJ's, because Fresh, it's going to be any day.
Fresh's yips are more like, let me try to get everybody else involved.
Yeah,
and he's like kind of reluctantly.
And I'm playing really well everywhere else, And I mean, Fresh's could be any day. Fresh could be tonight. Fresh finishes 4 layups tonight. All of a sudden, he's got 10 and 7. And we're like, whoa.
It also, to his credit, it takes a little bit of time for a guy who goes from a team where he's the star and he's counted on to score all the time to a team where he's kind of playing more of a role. And I think you're going to see his role get bigger and bigger as the year goes on. He'll be real good.
Ironically, the more he scores, the more he's going to help everybody else out.
Al J's,
7 o'clock. You can get there earlier. Immediately following the game, guess where I'll be?
Al J's.
People, I hope y'all didn't take it too personal today.
No, I hope you did. Hope you did. Lost Evansville. Hope you took it real personal.
As always, 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. I'm sorry I didn't respond in the middle of the YouTube chat, but I was reading, and y'all look like y'all had a great time. They look like they had more fun in the YouTube chat room than we had on the show, and that's really, really hard to do. So people, check it out and click the subscribe. And I think you're supposed to like the page or something. Help me out. Goodness gracious. Middays with Marcus Maven on 939 The Ville.